we on? Good.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we'd like to give all honor and glory and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to all the Akim out here teaching and preaching this truth with 144% sincerity, to the men, women, and children listening and learning, and to the bias coming down at the house of David. This is Men of Valor, Las Vegas Camp, coming to you through the will and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, with the camp today, block here. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and you Seminole Indians, and you speckled birds whose father's line goes back, right? You are the true children of Israel that the Bible speaks of, okay? These are the names, Yahweh, meaning he is, or he to be, he exists, all right, is the name of the Heavenly Father, not God, not Jehovah, not Yahushua, right? His name is Yahweh, right? Bahashem in the name, Yahweh Shai means he delivers, all right? He saves, or he's salvation, all right? Who you ignorant call Jesus Christ, all right? Hey, Bahashem in the name, Rakakadash, Holy Spirit or Spirit Holy, all right? These are the names for salvations for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians that you must call on, right? The Bible, the law, statutes, and commandments were given unto you, right? 1/3 of the nation of Israel will see salvation. But 2/3, pursuant to the book of Zechariah, chapter 13, and verse 8, hey, will perish and die. Do not believe in God, the true testimony of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Not believing on his name, not believing on his law, statutes, and commandments given to govern life itself, as well as to govern his nation, that he has a particular special treasure unto himself. All right? So, hey, without further ado, we're just going to let the Spirit go today. And, hey, just get into the script, all right? Bring it out, whatever you got.
Jeremiah 28:8 says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many powers and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Right, this is Yahweh Bashem Shai bringing the prophets back out. Abaratazah, we be those men. All right, starting with Apostle Tahar on down. Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Ramlan, Apostle Rakah, all right, the elders and the bishops, men who have been laboring in this truth. Hey, 30 plus years, 20 plus years, 15, 10, all right, 5, all right, hey, making their bodies a living sacrifice, believing upon the testimony of Yahweh Hashem Shai, and teaching the 100% doctrine, okay? Hey, not wavering, all right, because we're coming into some times. All right, we're coming into Jacob's trouble, but Yahweh Hashem Shai sent his prophets up, hey, to warn the people, all right, to warn these sheeple out here, the nation of Israel, as well as call out to the other nations and tell them their judgments, okay? Because nobody is exempt from the day of Yahweh Hashem Shai, whether you're of the nation of Israel or not, all right?
And we prophesying the downfall of this wicked kingdom, like Babylon the Great, known today, Babylon the Great in the scriptures, but known today as America, right? It said we prophesy evil, pestilence, and war is about to come, right? Warning all people first and foremost.
Yeah.
Because Babylon the Great has a death date, all right? That Yahweh Bashem Yahshua pointed to, all right? Now, we don't know the day or time, Yahweh's going to push that issue, but you know it's coming, all right? So, look at Matthew chapter 24 and verse 6. We're seeing that war talk, on a rise now. That war in Ukraine and Russia and these other countries are it's moving forward.
You got any questions today, boss?
I was just trying to check out just to see what it was.
Right. You're on this side? Seeing yourself on the side before, right?
Yeah.
What's your father's line again?
Like Leo.
So Is he a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, Semio-Indian?
Mixed.
Your dad? He's mixed?
Yeah.
Okay. What is his father?
It's confused because I like both sides.
All right. All right. Hey, but if you see yourself on the sign, if your father's line goes back to a so-called Negro, West Indian, Haitian, Dominican, Guatemalan, Puerto Rican, Cuban, North American Indian, Semio Indian, Argentina to Chile, Colombia to Uruguay, or Mexican, all right? Your father, if your father's line goes back there, hey, you are of the children of Israel, all right? Hey, you're God's special people, all right? 1/3 of the nation of Israel will see salvation, but 2/3 will perish and die for not believing upon the testimony of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, right? Who the world even calls God, right? His name is Yahweh. And who the world even calls Jesus Christ, that guy down there,
Yeah.
right? His name is Yahweh Shai. Okay, so this is the names of the Most High and His only begotten Son to receive salvation. And if you the MOTB, have you heard of the RFID chip?
No.
All right. So the RFID, all right, is a device that they want to implant in your head or in your hand. All right. Hey, so you'll be able to buy, sell, and trade.
The elites, all right, the upper elites, known as the Rockefellers, Gators, DuPont, Rothschild, all right. These people, they really control everything that's going on in the world right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the Bible, their heritage goes back to the to Esau and Edom. All right, Esau and Edom today is known as the white man because he took that labor.
Right. And there's multiple. All these governments are in on it. Right. You got over 92% of these governments. They're in on this system being set up. Have you heard of FedNow?
Right, central bank digital currency, kind of like Bitcoin. You heard of Bitcoin, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but this is like, you know how in Russia they got something called the ruble. All right, they were form of currency. All right, and instead of it being like paper money, it's digital.
Yeah.
All right, the thing is, the rupee is, or yeah, the ruble. My bad, I was thinking, but that is backed by gold. But every country is pretty much in the process, or have already came up with the process of making that digital currency, and they're going to take out all this paper money, and we're just going to go digital. For a short time, that's going to last until they implement the MOTB, all right, the PHIP that we were talking about, right? Because they're gonna put that device in your forehead or in your hand, and you're going to go into the stores, all right, scanning, that little red rice. It's like some Elon Musk, he has something called Neuralink.
Yeah.
You heard about that, right? Well, they're gonna get this device to pretty much link you into the Internet of Things, right? All right. Now the internet, like, think about how your phone is with the Bluetooth. It's gonna be like that, but it's gonna be your personal identity. All right. Then you're gonna need social security cards.
You're your own credit card. You're your own cell phone. Like everything's gonna be within you.
China, they have something set up called a social credit score. So when you do bad things, they might block you from buying stuff, or they might.
Is that like the bad?
Is that so? That's fair. I was just about to ask that. So what do you think of that? Is that bad? Do you think it's bad, or do you think yeah, I can get down with it?
Yeah.
You can get down with it. All right. So if your father's line goes back to the nation of Israel, all right, hey, you will be marked and you will receive thermonuclear fire, or you will die by pestilence or the sword. Sword being a modern day gun, being a pestilence from a disease or anything like that, because it's against the Most High's will for us as His only begotten as His nation, as His children, all right, to take anything like that. We would be consenting and saying that we want this government to be our God, right? So if you take it, just know that hey, you're fit for destruction, right? You're a vessel made for dishonor. If you're a vessel,
Your probably why those folks to the so-called white, hey, live your best life. But hear the word, the spirit there with you, and, might, Irish or
Yeah, something like Irish.
if you're a lot of Irish or Israelites, their father line goes back to the 17th, primarily Judah, right? So, then that would make you an Israelite, right? Now, back in the day, they used to have signs, you can look them up for yourself, that say no dog, no black, no Irish, right? They used to have that out, find those signs out in the UK, right? Yeah, they used to have signs like that. You also seen them have signs that say no dogs, no blacks, no Mexicans, right? So the thing is, how you know that you're an Israelite, the word there with you, right? You have some type of knowledge about your lineage, and but more so that this word kind of resonates, right? You kind of understand it. Now, if that's the case, then we can just come back into the light of Yahweh Shai, which is the truth, and maybe the Most High and His only begotten Son have mercy on you, take the destruction.
But if not, remember, if you take this and you bow down to the system, you are marked to death. And it's not by us, it's through the Most High and His only begotten Son. All right? That's it. We just want to give you the message.
This is Revelation 16. This is the punishment. Protect that. Because it's going to come to a point where they're going to make everybody check that. And if you don't take it, the punishment is what as God is going to do to people, or to his people of his nation that take this CHIP, chip, right? It's, Revelation 16:2, it says, and first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sword upon the men which had the MOTB, that device, and upon them which worshipped his image.
All right, so if you take this, once again, you take that right there, hey, a sword will fall upon you. Now, our apostles have been researching us, hey, through the information that we received through them, because this is going to be cancer. All right, and it's something that, hey, there's how many different types of cancers are there? You got cancer, that pancreatic cancer, flesh-eating cancer, leukemia, testicular cancer. How many more cancers? And it's basically saying, hey, that grievous sore is not going to be something that you're going to be able to heal with radiation or anything like that. All right? Yeah, it's going to stay with you.
Now, when you put that device into your mind, to your DNA,
Can they go across like
so pretty much that's going to be like, pretty much they'll have the data of your phone.
Oh,
so it might, right now it's not linked to your phone.
So, I'm sorry, can you ask that question again?
oh,
He said, so first they're going to start off in the phone, right? But then all your information, your file support, your medical records, and everything like that, they're gonna switch over the system as they're switching over now, right? And everything you can get everything through an app right there. Yeah.
Pretty much
2030.
That by then you'll have your phone.
Right.
That's what they want to do. They want to make our bodies. There's something called transhumanism, right? It's pretty much merging AI and man their own body. So man and robot merging together. You ever seen the movie My Robot?
yeah.
Yeah, so something kind of like that.
Or soldier.
Yeah,
Universal Soldier. How many more futuristic movies are there?
Yeah.
Babylon.
the one that mission right now is upgrade.
Yeah, upgrade. Hey, Terminator.
They put the license in. He was able to walk again after his paralyzed. And it was funny when I first seen that movie. He was it looked like he was driving like the Tesla Cybertruck.
Yep. Yeah.
And he had this car. Gives him this what happened at the end of the movie? He was battling himself, but he was battling the AI that was in it.
Right. And he lost to the AI.
The AI overtook him, and then he was going on like the murder killing spree.
Right. Hey, and that's in the movie Upgrade. If you've never seen the movie Upgrade, it's actually a good one.
Another one was the entertaining lunch.
Yeah, Kingsman watched Virtuosity, old school movie. Denzel Washington and Russell Crowe.
They turned the frequency up. All right, now you got going on
Cell.
yeah. Another one with the frequency. Yeah. That's part of Esau's story. He has those machines, those sound machines, but also he knows how he has certain and has put up a G tower,
Right.
and they think protect this
Jump shot.
shop like tied in together. Right, it could be a deadly combination, a lethal combination.
Right.
Because you see it with the birds just dying off the 5G. Ever since they put those towers in, you walk around and see dead birds. Why is that?
Right. Because it's the groundwork that is being laid. Internet of Things is being laid, and so they needed more immediate response or information to talk.
And now certain birds not even real birds.
Right. Pigeons. They got pigeon robots.
But there's no coming back from taking that device.
Right.
So taking Israel is screwed.
Right.
Right? Bow down and made the deal with the devil. Now, the devil isn't this
Right.
little red man with the tail and a pitchfork on the place that Christianity calls hell is burning heaven.
Like stage kind of.
Oh, you know how they think hell has a fiery place. That's not really hell. Hell is the condition that you live in, and really, when you go back into the etymology of the Bible, hell just means the pit, right? So it's the grave. Because I was gonna say because in Revelation it says death and hell was swallowed up. All right, so how can hell be swallowed up if you're supposed to live there for an eternity? Right. Right? That's not so. Hell is more so the condition that we're in. Now we're in a hellish condition right now. We're still, whether you believe it or not, in captivity, slavery. Yep. All right, it's just the more modern version.
Right, you have a couple more trinkets than you would have had back in the day. And it's only because it's a benefit to them for you to have just a little bit more freedom right now.
Because now they own major corporations.
Right. And they drain you, nickel and dime you, and drain you every turn.
How many times have you worked, for 2 weeks to get that paycheck, you got to spend it all, probably have about $50 left.
Right.
The majority of Israel, that's the case. All right. Now you have a few celebrities, people that quote unquote hated in this life, but
what they do to get there.
But it's not for the masses or for the as a whole of our nation. We're in a little pit.
Yeah, there's very few far in between. Not to say that the Most High Yahweh, Shem Yahushai, His only begotten Son, can't bless you, right? Because there are people out there who didn't, sell out, but they worked hard and through the Most High's blessings and favor, and His only begotten Son, they have the ability, to have more substance, Richard.
or hand make it rich. But we're pretty much in a state right now where it's not our focus and our goals to see from Christ. Right? Right? We're trying to be delivered. And to be truly delivered is when how about you outside raises people up. All right, and he's gonna come back and redeem us, and save us from this destruction that can take place here. Primarily in America. Right? Yes, sir.
No, no, you got it.
This is another scripture that backs up what's going to happen if you take that device. It says, Revelation 14:9, it says, the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, any man worship the beast in his image, receive his mark in his forehead or in his right hand or his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh. Now, real quick, the beast is a beast system, the system. All right, known previous times as the Roman system, but this is Rome all over. All right, now Rome has a lot of things similar that America uses today. This is Caesar's Palace. And you ever see those statues? All right, and the artwork or the building structure of Caesar's Palace that gives you a good description of what the building looked like back in the time of Rome. All right, now when Yahweh Shai, Jesus, okay, was walking the earth, he was under Roman captivity. Okay, so another indicator that this is Rome all over again. You have the Colosseum, which are the modern day sports arenas, like you got Allegiant Stadium, T-Mobile Stadium. All right, all the UFC fights, the boxing fights. Well, they were doing that. Yeah, they were doing that back then. It was just it was the Colosseum. They was letting Jake fight against lions, for their life. All right, like the movie Gladiator. All right, and
Spartacus.
and then last, just the government system itself. All right, the two separate classes, like the government and Democrats, they had that back in Rome. They were going to replace traditions. Right, so this these systems came back. All right, reincarnated in these times. All right, but this is what the Most High says. It says, the same shall drink the wine of the wrath. So if you get down with that beast system, you're going to drink the wine of the wrath of the Most High. It says, which is poured out without mixture into his cup of his indignation. Indignation is just righteous fury. All right? It says, or righteous anger. It says, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. That's talking about the Lamb is Yahweh Shai. All right, and the angels, Yahweh Shai comes back with the angels to place judgment on this earth. All right, and he's how he can plague them with fire. Okay, well, first around the fire that comes through those thermonuclear ICBM missiles during World War III.
Is this real?
This is real. The Bible is real.
The Bible is a living book. Everything that you see going on now is already written in the scriptures.
Like the angels and all that?
Yeah, the angels are real.
You ever seen or heard of UAPs?
Yeah.
Or UFOs? All right.
What a UFO is, right? The thing that they in the movies,
Flying saucer.
yeah.
Oh,
Unidentified flying objects, but really they're identified in this book right here, right? Those UFOs and UAPs that they say, they claim to say what they are with alien life forces. They're really the chariots of Israel. All right, and that's how we're gonna get saved. All right. And we're with scripture. But this isn't just something that we made up. No, you were taught this, through the Spirit. All right, because before Yahweh Shai left the Holy Spirit, and release the mysteries, right, to service the prophet. So we're gonna go into that. Actually, grab Revelation. Yeah, and then we go to.
I was just there. That's what
So I'll grab this one. So we're gonna show you how Shai is coming back. Because the angels, all right, the angels they're not of this flesh, all right. They look and have the appearance of sin, all right. They actually look like the so-called black men, all right. And Yahushua is going to come back to them and a host of army, all right. It's going to be that quote unquote alien invasion that the movie is talking about.
like all the hype is going to come back. Right? This book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 7. And it reads, Behold, he cometh with clouds. And every...
And real quick, those clouds are the chariots of Israel. Okay, now there's different scriptures that they say that he looked up to a cloud or saw a cloud rising or descending. Right? All right, we can prove that too. But that cloud is pretty much, because they didn't know how to describe it. All right, so they described it as a cloud. Right? Now, when it's something out of this world, you can't really put your word to it, to link it to the most closest thing. Now, in that movie, in that movie, Nope, they had a chariot that was hiding inside of the cloud. That's a lot of times what they would do.
Yep. Spoken about it. Right. Because here it is, man of this world has technology, right? You have so much technology. The Most High and His only begotten Son, you don't think they would have technology as well? I mean, essentially, so you had to get the technology, you had to have a knowledge of technology. Somebody had to invent it. All right, so who invented, who gave man existence and who gave man thought? The Most High, His only begotten Son.
There's scripture that says, look at the power warfare of my part. So, in this upcoming battle, all right, how is that? They have weapons that are out of this world. Okay? And that's going into the chariot. The chariot of Israel.
And every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him. Right? And those that pierced him, hey, do you know about the story how so-called Jebus died on the cross, right?
Yeah.
The Roman soldier that pierced him, right? So that is saying that same soldier will be back when Yahushua, who the world calls Jebus, all right, comes back. All right? Therefore, bringing into full plain view, if you have the eyes to see and the ears to hear, that means there has to be reincarnation. That means that man has to rise again. He has to be here for this prophecy to be fulfilled.
Same with, and I talked about the Romans and also the 2/3 that he delivered Yahushua. Those representatives of our own country that voted for Yahushua to be crucified instead of the
Barabbas.
Yeah, Barabbas.
Yeah, he was a goat.
I'm mixing up with
Yeah.
Yeah. But they ultimately voted something that was innocent.
He was guilty.
Yeah. First something that was really a bad guy.
Right.
Did dirt and was worthy of that.
Right. It was an unjust and unrighteous decree.
Yahushua didn't get the process.
Yep. And that's exactly what Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is going to do to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Sumerian Indians first and foremost, especially the brothers that are out here on the highways and byways teaching the 100% truth, the doctrine. All right, coming out of GMS. So all this is all these countries are starting to take away freedom, starting to take away rights, right? Whether it be freedom of speech, freedom to travel, right? They're cutting your freedom down ultimately until they put you in a box, right? They're trying to outlaw the Bible.
people that make decisions for the world. Let's break it down like that. But they said if they want you to own it, they need you to be happy. Now for them to do this, though, they're gonna give you they're gonna give you drugs and then put you in some type of metaverse. So you ever seen like well you see the metaverse, the Oculus and stuff like that. They're gonna actually try to make you live like that.
Sure.
In the it's part of they plan because they want to go into they're starting they already made these laws to put up these 15-minute cities. And really we're just one climate lockdown away from martial law and from Jacob Trump.
Yep.
So all these things are building up into this big mass outbreak of chaos. Because when they put martial law is when the military now has the complete authority of the United States or of any particular country. You know, so when that happens, they don't have to abide by the Constitution. They can do whatever they deem necessary. Right. So if you say no to taking the MOTV, they can call that an act of terrorism. All right. And now you got to pay for guillotine. All right. Or get that in your arm. That's the decision that they take. Right. Now at that same time, miracles are going to be happening. So you have like brother deliver you as angels make intercession, for those events. So his elected faith.
Or you might be delivered in a different way. Most High might deliver you, and you might get your head chopped off. Hey, the Most High deliver you. If you get your head chopped off, believing in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, believing in His testimony and everything, you are counted as a worthy man, right? And that is salvation unto you. So when those chariots come, when Yahweh Shai comes and cracks clouds from the east, all right? When he comes and opens those skies from the east, hey, and you died for his name's sake, believing on his testimony, you'll be in those chariots with me.
That's why I say that every eye shall be on. Because he's going to come for a big, face cut. It's going to be like a movement. It says that he'll run into heaven, which pretty much means that you're going to see the sky go break apart. Big fish craft will come out of it with outside rods on it, however you come. And all the other angels, you're going to have chariots, all the father.
Because you're going to focus in on that fathership.
Or the world is going to be like that. They actually use laser power.
It's going to be Independence Day and world.
Yeah, like a mixture of those. Because a lot of movies, they have something called predictive programming. So and a lot of movies, they're breaking in get their stories from the Bible. Now there's a lot of stories that kind of go off the Bible, like Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars.
That's why Star Wars got their own religion.
Hey, Star Wars, X-Men, everything. Everything, every movie, Avengers, every movie that you really see always has some type of Bible reference in it, right? It's always it's because hey, this is the Most High script, right? This is the best playbook ever written, all right? This is a multiple playbook. This is a playbook how to direct your life and how to walk in your life. This is a storybook to tell you about the stories that happened of old. All right, this is a manual. This is a law book. All right, this book is life. This is the basic instructions before leaving Earth.
I was saying that the testimony of how God prepared the prophecy means to say before it happened. So he put his word into brothers like us, or to tell our people what's about to come and that they should be prepared for it.
Right. Come back to the true name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, the true God. Because so-called God and Jesus, all that's phony.
What days do you guys do this?
We're out here every Saturday, Lord willing.
Just Saturday?
Saturday is typically the day we're out here. Every Saturday.
On this time.
Yep.
So in the summertime, we're around. So we definitely do these as long as the Lord permits. We'll be out here on Saturday. I got another one real quick. We gotta go. This is Isaiah 46:10. This shows that this Bible is true. All right, it says declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. So whatever with great good, the Most High is going to perform it. All right. That he declared the end, beginning. All right, meaning that before this world was created, that he already had the time frame.
Right, he already had it already mapped out.
Lay down the foundation, lay down. He knew where kingdoms were going to rise up at certain time and when they were going to fall.
He knew you were going to stop right here.
Yeah, he made you come over there.
Right. He has your hand on your face right now. Yeah. He has every little detail.
Yeah, you know, so the number of the hairs on the face.
Right.
God. To come with the brother and son. Let's go here in Proverbs 20:24, it says, hands going are of the Lord, all right, or of Yahweh. How can a man then understand his own way?
So now that takes away what the so-called Christians talk about free will. All right, you don't have a freedom to do anything. You're ordained to do what you have been programmed to do. Right, just like that man got out of his car right now. He was programmed. All right, he might think he did it by himself. This man might think he's getting in his truck by himself, but the Most High and his only begotten Son had already wrote a script. Right, as I'm rocking back and forth right now. Right. Go ahead and pull that up.
It says, woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us? And who knows them?
Right, and that's exactly what these governments, all right, and these false teachers, these false pastors, all right, the people who are not teaching the 100% doctrine, hey, they're trying to hide their counsel, all right, they're trying to hide their counsel because hey, either they have a 5013C, made a business out of the Most High's word, okay, or hey, they're not teaching the right doctrine, okay, because the Most High only cares about his. Salvation is not for everybody. The so-called white man's not going to be saved. So-called Chinese man is not going to be saved. So-called African is not going to be saved. It's only for the children of Israel. And if your father's line goes back to a so-called Negro, Latino, or a speckled bird, and that speckled bird means your father's line is the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, or Seminole Indian. That's it. He doesn't care about anybody else. Everybody else has to fall under line. Under the Israelites, they are to be under the Most High's people because He ordained it that way to give direction, so everything plays perfectly into the perfect script that He has. God.
Going this way from the law section first to the covenant, right? Now what we're doing is calling out for the elect, for the ones that are going to listen to the word, all right? Tell them, hey, now's the time to repent and come back into righteousness. This is switching back to the
And Shalom, Maki, Abba Shemi Asher Brakatah.
That he may withdraw man from his purpose, hide pride from man. So what they're saying is that,
So do you have free will? Did you
Yeah.
listen to it?
Yeah.
You have free will then?
No, I don't.
It's because at nighttime, you go to sleep. The Most High put the instructions of what you're going to do.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Just want to see if you were listening.
Yeah, I do the same thing every day.
yeah, the Most High program to do that.
Right.
It's crazy to think about it that we have to. We think that we're doing our own purpose of accomplishing our shots. Now, we think the spirit of our nation come out here and prophesy, or every week, and do videos, because we should be, take that away. Like it used to take, program you to go down the wrong street and get hit by a bus, all right, or to go get robbed by somebody, right? So knowing that you're in the Lord's hand, all right, how much more is it for you to know that that you should abide by His laws and statutes? Knowing therefore the terror of the Lord is displayed in. Okay, because we see His judgment and what His judgment told. Right, when you hear about those crazy accidents, how people slip going down the stairs and broke their neck, or domestic murder, home
Families, mothers killing children.
I said the scripture also said that Joseph is the rage of the man. So, when the man gets jealous over something, he's likely to inflict pain or be irrational and destroy something. Now, how much more is the father? All right, because he's jealous over his future, and our people have played the harlot.
Right. And his nation is likened unto a woman. Right. So as a man is jealous over his woman, how much is the Most High jealous of his nation? Right? Because what is a man supposed to do, let me ask, for his woman?
I will protect her. So.
Protect her, take care of her,
Yeah.
provide for her. That's what the Most High does for his nation. All right. And so when we went off, hey, we were his woman. If your woman goes off and she cheated on you, how do you treat her?
I'm a treater good. I will fight the guy.
If she cheated on you, you're gonna fight the guy?
Yeah.
Okay. But hey, so you can say that in a way the Most High is gonna fight. But for a time, are you gonna be upset? Are you gonna be mad if she cheated on you?
Yeah, I will. Fight the person.
You're gonna be depressed, right? You're gonna have a sour taste in your mouth, and you're not gonna be happy. Right. In the law, in the Bible, there's judgment, right? She would be no more. You wouldn't have to deal with that heartache. Why? Because you would just get rid of her off.
This is Isaiah 32, and in verse 9 it says, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall the beat in trouble. Ye careless women, prevention shall fail, gathering shall not come."
Right. The Most High said, "Hey, rise up, you careless women." Right? Hey, for you having such a prideful confidence about yourself, for your man having these 6'5", all right, for him having to have $100,000, making $100,000 a year, for you being the baddest bitch around, all right? Hey, you're the hot girl summer. You just doing what you want to do. The Most High said, rise up, careless women. Remember your place, all right? Because you have a place that you are in, right? And this place and where you're sitting right now is going to lead you to destruction, all right? Yeah, pride goes before destruction.
Is karma like
I
was judgment.
Now, it does say in the scripture that you will be judged by your works. No man by the fruits of the work that he does. But there's no escape of judgment of God. So whether good, or bad, you're judged, by the Most High. Okay, so sometimes you get judged in past life. Okay, so like you did something wicked in your past life, you might come back this life with a birth defect, or you might die early years. All right, and it's all up to the Lord. You know that we have lives that we feel. So it says that when the spirit of the prophet was subject to the prophet, so more than likely we were prophesying back in the days of old. We had to be, because it's in our spirit today to prophesy the word. Now that doesn't mean that we didn't go off completely, that we had to seek judgment, right? If we had received judgment for it already. But knowing that through the faith of our Lord Yahweh Shai, we have a grace period right now. So we can believe on this testimony. You're covered by your sins. It doesn't mean that you should add sin unto sin, but it means that right now, all right, that Yahweh Shai's blood, is pretty much cloaking the sin and cloaking that judgment, from that covenant of old.
I got this is the book of Sirach, and this is as far as the women go. The book of Sirach, chapter 25, and I'm going to start at verse 24, and it reads, For the woman came from the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all died. All right, so it wasn't Adam who sinned first; it was Eve who sinned. All right, our sin was following after our woman. All right, so you said earlier when you said I'd be depressed, I'd be sad. You're supposed to be sad, but you being depressed and following after her and be like, no, baby, please go. Hey, that's actually going on. That's not the spirit you're supposed to be in, right? You get bored of thy mind, but give not thy strength to a woman. Right? I'm gonna read verse 25, and it reads, "Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gather abroad." All right, so you don't give women. Hey, you go to these other nations. You go anywhere in the Middle East. All right, hey, women don't have the certain freedom that they have here in America. Right.
When the body just packed up and took everything out of Afghanistan, all right, they went back after America left. They went back to their own ways. So really, they get those ways and customs from the Israelites. So there's a scripture that says Jacob is the former of all kings. And we made this.
Right.
We made righteousness and the way to live by.
Hey,
well, we didn't do it.
Through the will and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, He gave it to us to be the example to the other nations. That's why He has a peculiar special treasure unto Himself, a nation of people.
We're at our fight. Hey, we're speaking to how Yahweh Shai would live their life. How they would walk. They were in the form of Proverbs 31:3. It says, "Give not thy strength to women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings."
Right. So give not thy strength to a woman. All right. Don't give her everything. All right, don't give her everything so that she can destroy you. Because women like come, and if you give a woman the world, guess what? She's gonna destroy you. She's never satisfied.
Weapons like that, loyal.
It doesn't matter. Hey, I've had out of 1,000 women, I have found none. Word, out of 1,000, this is the Bible speaking. Out of 1,000 women, the Most High, His only begotten Son, has not found one woman that is loyal to the core. To the core. Loyalty is not of a woman. All right? Obedience is of a woman, but not loyalty. There's a difference.
Pretty much in today's, the modern women, they sleep, they'll sleep up to move up the ladder. And pretty much they'll be, if they walk down the street and get a millionaire,
And they're hypergamous.
down the street to get that millionaire. And then even if they with you, they gonna leave you out for this.
Right.
That's how women are programmed today. Well, and in biblical times, they ain't gonna have that leisure to go through.
Right. So women are hypergamous, right? They always they always hump up. Right? But if they have the opportunity, right? If he's $1 million man and I make $50,000 and she's messing with me, but she finds out he makes $1 million and he wants her 99.9%, she gonna jump ship and go with him and try to keep me on the backside if I'm foolish enough, right? Matter of fact, just because, go ahead and get that, and then I'll pull this after.
So Ecclesiastes 7:28 says, "Which you get my soul seeking, but I find not one man among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all those have I not found." Let's talk about the righteous woman.
So out of 1,000 men, he has found one righteous, but out of 1,000 women, he has found none. All right. This is the book of Sirach, otherwise known as Ecclesiastes in the Apocrypha. It's going to be chapter 25 and verse 26, and it reads, "If she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from the flesh, and give her a bill of divorce, and let her go." All right, so if she's not doing as you are directing her to do, which is in the betterment of her, right? If she doesn't want to do it, cut her off.
Because it's the order of things that the Most High made. His, the order, Yahweh's order is God, Yahweh's Father, man, David, and then children. So there's an order in all things. So your woman is supposed to treat you and have that relationship as Lord. All right. Likewise, as we have with Yahweh Shah. All right, we're servants of Yahweh Shah. All right. And she needs to be servant to you and do the things that you say because you're trying to embed and protect. All right. Now, it's not to say you have a woman to go home and start saying being some type of tyrant, but knowing the times that we're in. All right. Knowing the times that hey, you can't do certain things nowadays to my wife, and we have to also respect the laws of this captivity.
Right.
All right, so we have to abide by these laws, and try to implement the best of our ability the laws of the Bible.
Right. It doesn't mean you have to be a simp for a woman just because the laws, hey, say that you have to. All right. Hey, you gotta use wisdom. Hey, and use common sense, even though common sense is not too common these days. All right, I got another one. Book of Sirach, chapter 26. I'm going to jump down to verse 11, and it reads, "Watch over watch over a impudent eye, impudent eye, and marvel not if she trespass against you." Right? And in this day and age, hey, you're not really supposed to marvel, hey, if that woman trespassed against you. Right? Especially, is to be expected, right? Have you ever heard the term, hey, she's not yours, it's just your turn?
Yeah.
Just your turn. Not girl suckers. Yeah, red pill.
Yeah.
So guys like him, all day, I'm and all that goes back to the foundation of the Bible. Now they do it in a worldly perspective, but they all apostles.
During Bush years.
They just used it to be
Be merchandise. Hey, if it applies to you, hey, then change your ways. If it doesn't, hey, let it roll off. All right? Any sisters that are watching, anybody hears this message?
Their toxic masculinity described is what they call feminine, right? Feminine, right? Which, being feminine, like feminine, or space.
Read verse 12. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 26 and verse 12, and it reads, she will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he has found a fountain and drink of every water near her. By every hedge will she sit down and open her quiver against every arrow. All right, and that right there is a parable, right? That right there is saying, hey, these women are loose, right? And women more in this time than really any other time are looser than ever. All right, hey, that's why you have girls who are proud to say, "Oh, I got 500 bodies." I had what's it called? Where they sleep with multiple dudes in one night, right? They had a street person, you know, having all kinds of abominable intersection stuff. All right, hey, it's God. All right,
They go out, all that, they mouth in the water, drink out of the well,
ratio. And open her quiver to every arrow, open her legs, open her private parts to every man that passes by. All right, so she can either give herself up, either so she can gain substance, or I'm just living my best life. I'm free. You can't tell me what to do. I have my own mind. I'm liberated. All right, hey, that's the wickedness of this world.
Turning the thing upside down means that they replace the woman as the man as the woman instead of the man at the head of the house. Right? They gave them these substances that they could, live off of. All right, such as BET,
The BET too.
right? Because that BET is media. All right, that got by horns, pretty much showing them that hey, you could be successful, you know, shaking your ass, or you should be successful, you know, giving it up, being, you know, being like gold diggers.
Right.
So they just go to damn, look at Brittany Renner. Now she's saying, or if I could, I would advise not to take the lifestyle or the time lifestyle that I'm showing. I'm trying to get doing, you know, sucking everybody that she can to get involved, right? She said she can't even believe she
Yep. Yep. That's something to be mindful of. You gotta watch out because in these last days, in these times, hey, just an abundance of wickedness coming from every which way. Here's a jump over. This will be the book of John, chapter 1 and verse 5, and it reads, "This then is the message which we have heard of him and declare unto you, that the power in Bashim Shai is light, and in him is no darkness at all." All right, so hey, if you come back to the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability, believe upon the testimony of Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, don't take this MOTB, all right, the RFID, CHIP. Hey, then you may have a shot at salvation. All right, it might be in your luck. Right, but if you do take it and you get down with that system, you're guaranteed, hey, death, one way or another, whether it be by the sword or whether it be a ICBM missile, you burn the fuck up by thermonuclear fucking fire. Okay, we don't pull no punches around here. And the Most High is also known a title as with the world of called Father Time. He can make that time. He can make that time. He was before time, so he can extend that 2 seconds to feel like 2 billion years. All right, so God, it's irrelevant. All right. Hey, Yahweh Shem Shai. Yeah, Yahweh Shem Shai ain't playing with these people. Right? He ain't playing with this world. Everybody about to get it. All right? Everybody about to go through something. Like that Neil song. Everybody going through something. Hey, Jacob's trouble is about to happen. Right? It don't matter what nation you're of. Right? Because Israel spread as the sand of the sea. That means every nation still got to get it. Right? From their judgment, as well as Yahweh Shem Shai bringing back his people. All right? Hey, having them remember who they are and whose they are. All right? Because in that day, know that the angels will be doing the shifting. All right? Shifting.
Malachi 4:1, behold, they coming, they shall burn as the wood. I hear that, it makes me think of that slow roast.
Yeah.
Royal, you know?
Yeah. Hey, the slow roast is right now. Everybody gets the. That's why the scripture says, even the righteous will scarcely be saved. All right. So everybody's in the slow roast. Hey, in that heating up period, in that warming stage. All right.
So that's how I say it's slow roast, but really you want to burn that liquid fire, feel like
turn that shit.
feel like forever. Because you put things in the oven, just over time.
Yeah.
You don't really put things in the oven for, some light things like 15, 20 minutes.
Right.
But usually when you fully cook like a tri-tip in the oven. It's gonna be
brisket
there
or
for about,
something.
30, 40, maybe 2
Oh,
hours.
yeah. Hey, cooking corned beef.
Yeah, 40,
About 2 hours. Yep.
hour and a half on the side. It says, and all the proud yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubbled, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them by the root of branch.
Right. 2/3 of the nation of Israel will perish and die, but the wicked, right? Esau, Edom, especially, right? Especially out of all nations, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, all right? White man, woman, and child, all right? Is the nation of Esau, Edom, that Yahweh Hashem Yahushai has a hatred. Okay. Hey, a righteous indignation for the atrocities that have been committed unto his name, his image, and his people. All right? And being that was done, hey, what is there? There's a recompense. All right? The Bible, hey, if Yahweh Shimei Shai said he comes in the volume of the book. All right? So that means the Old Testament, the New Testament. All right? With the Apocrypha, King James 16 and 11. All right? That, hey, he comes in the volume of the book. So know that in the volume of the book, he has no care for Esau, Edom, hey, to continue the affliction and the atrocities on his people. Right? It was for an appointed time, and that time was supposed to be done, but this devil kept on going. All right?
2 Peter 3, verse 9, or verse 8, it says, but beloved, be not ignorant of small things, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is one day. So it goes into that time perspective. All right. Verse 9, it says, the Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. So Yahweh Shai rather you repent from your wickedness, come back to righteousness. Albeit, it's on prophecy. This thermonuclear fire is coming to an end. It says, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up.
Right. This place is going to be burnt the fuck up. America is going to be burnt the fuck up. All right?
A great noise, that sound,
Hey.
big storm.
It don't matter how much money you got. It don't matter how cool you think you are. Right? How much Shimei Shai is going to lay this bitch down. Full of destruction. Right?
That's why I say temporary. Everything on this side of the life is temporary. It's really nothing. As the scriptures say, $200,000 cars on inject this trouble when that EMP is. Right?
It's going to be a glorified paperweight.
It's just going to be more fuel to fire.
And, this will be the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15. I'm going to start at verse 1, and it reads, Speak thou in the ear of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. All right? Hey, and the words on paper are these scripts. Okay? Continuing on. Verse 3. Fear not the imagination against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. Go ahead.
The incredulity, the lack of faith, all right? Saying that these things aren't going to pass, the Bible says that they are. Well, what stand time is this book, all right? Nothing has failed. Nothing shall fail. It shall all come to pass.
Verse 4, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Right, so because, these prophecies are going to come to pass, you're going to die in the past. You're going to die in the mystery.
And this is how. Verse 5, behold, saith Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For the wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
That's why you see schools now, they got a mandatory PRIDE parade that they got to attend. Yeah. And I'm sure I don't know what the hell they probably do something to the parents that they don't, their child don't show up. Right? As the scripture says, condition of men, that's coming. All right? Famine is coming. All these prophecies is coming. Thermonuclear fire. All right? The MOTV. It's June, baby.
Verse 7, therefore saith Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, I will hold my tongue no more, as touching their wickedness, which they profaneth, commit.
Which they profoundly commit, right? They now they're outlandish with their wickedness. No hold bar, with their wickedness. They put the satanic worship on Pratt Street. All right, but Target commercial. All right, Target advertising satanic worship. All right, you can't make this shit up. The son of perdition will be revealed, and that son of perdition is none other than Esau Edom. But boys,
Gotcha, boy. You on? You
stupid.
stupid. Hey, you made the highlight reel. All right.
Right. That's all y'all doing is just and it says they shall grow wax worse and worse. All right, these false prophets, wax worse and worse. All right, and y'all Bashim Yahushai is just making them more diluted in their mind. All right, the son of perdition is Esau Edom, the falling away person with it. Starts with it.
Hey, God. Hey. That's too deep for y'all right now.
That's too deep. It's not too deep for us.
Continue on. Neither will I suffer them those things in which they wickedly exercise.
So
Themselves, like exercise themselves.
Let's believe how much my father took my time for everything that's going on. And he's getting fed up day by day. As the prophets are, seeing all this, BS. All right, it's gonna come a time where, hey,
enough is enough.
That's enough, and hey, those things reach the head. You gotta put, that fire out.
Because what does it say?
Fire. You gotta burn those evil works.
It goes to continue and says, Behold the innocence and the righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continuously. All right, not only those who have passed in the heavens, all right, who are in the heavens in this time, but in times past. All right, hey, when Cain slew Abel, all right, what did Yahweh Hashem Yahushai say? Hey, his blood crieth unto me from the ground. All right, hey, to let you know that it is this devil who has continued to put the hell, all right, on the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, right, and the speckled birds whose father's line goes back.
Oh, who's the mediator? I was shocked.
Come.
I was shocked saying he's awake. You know, every day suffering through this man, and seeing the wickedness of Esau, just get worse and worse. So they profanely, but that means that they do, they just waiting, right? Terrorizing,
I'm actually dropping down to 14. This is the Second Esdras, chapter 15, and verse 14, and it reads, "Woe to the world and to them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and sword in their hand."
Right, that's going to be this, race fight, right? Because hey, just getting fed up with seeing like people mass murdered, unjustly retained, right? Not shot because they got a phone in name.
Right, and having lack of all things.
And then these simple tens that don't believe in the truth, believe that they can redeem themselves, they're gonna go out and protest. All right, and we see what happened, during the lockdowns, how bad those that shit they had cops getting shot up on the strip. They how they brought in those soldiers, those military troops, right?
Hey, as you seen in Philadelphia and in LA, right? Hey, they're saying they're doing trainings, right, and doing live drills or whatnot. But nevertheless, hey, this is that gradualism speaking out. All right, hey, the devil's speaking right now. All right, you have Shimmy Al-Shai manifesting the devil. All right, to come up here and continue the words that he's talking. Yeah, it is Armageddon. It is about to go down. All right, so Yahweh Shimmy Al-Shai is about to burn this bitch up. And if your father's line goes back to a so-called white man or in any of the heathen nations, Yahweh Shimmy Al-Shai is going to put you to death. All right, 2/3 of his own nation are going to be put to death. All right. So let me read this. This will be the book of Second Esdras, chapter 15, and I'm going to start at verse 14 again. "Woe to the world and to them that dwell therein, for the sword of the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and the sword in their hand. For they shall be for there shall be sedition amongst men and invading one another."
So that's gonna be all out taking trouble. Right? Your neighbor gonna turn into an enemy. Right? Yeah, the demons know us that. Because he said what? These guys, that's what he saw talk himself to people. Right? And Armageddon shit.
Yeah.
Right? Armageddon being mounted to truth, that's where Yahweh Shema Shah is going to gather, right, these other nations and destroy them. Right? World War III.
Yeah.
Okay? That's going to be the end prophecy of World War III. And these other nations are going to band together to fight against the Yahweh Shah and the Allahim. Right? They're going to lose.
Continue on. "They shall not regard their kings nor their princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power."
And we're already seeing disregard of our king. Modern day kings are our president, right? The government leaders, right? America don't got no reverence for Biden making breakouts, right? And during these times, hey, they ain't gonna, it's gonna be lawlessness. They ain't gonna care what climate lockdowns they push. They say, what curfews they put on this place. they gonna get ready to cut some shit up because they feel like their constitutional rights are being violated.
Bill Gates just went over to China, right? They just had a meeting with China. And what is China? China is that the blueprint, how America wants to set their society up.
We're talking about earlier, social credit system, locking people out of their banks.
God, it's going to continue to tell the times we're going through. Verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Right. Because they're going to have you locked down in the 15 minutes. Those smart cities, right, where they got their all seeing eye, and maybe some Elysian drones, watching everything that you do. Right? And then they're going to know exactly where you went because they don't put a chip in your ass.
Okay. Verse 18, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and for great tribulation.
Right. It's going to be apocalyptic movie put together. Right? These people going, what's that? Bird Box.
Yeah, I was about to say Bird King. That's Robert Williams.
They had the blindfolds on to see what's going on. If they see, whatever it was.
Oh, God. He's not here this week, but definitely. Hey, Ak, we got that for you. Hey, your garment. Hey, Allah, ya about Shemi outside.
Your neighbors is like, hey, this is like this the other one where they can't talk. Probably,
Yeah. It's definitely going to watch.
but they don't know. They don't know. Nobody is to be trusted.
God.
They can just be giving you up to be a sacrifice. All right. What's that other movie where
the one I know where they went underground at the end. I don't know the name of it. They went like to that bunker, and then they all came out at the end. I can't remember the name of it right now. Greenleaf? Green. Yeah.
Pretty much or just damn, I thought I could trust you.
Right.
If God found out to me, I probably not to trust you. They're not believers on the plate. That knowledge, wisdom, and ability that the Lord put into his elect. Alright? That's that soundness of mind. Alright? Hey, everybody else gonna be running chickens with the head cut off.
The sky is falling.
Chickens with their head, trying to go get the scraps, those shoes, rob the person who got it. Right? Little gangs looking at them. Right? Women ain't gonna be getting raped in the streets. They don't got no money. Right? They do, they got a man son.
Some men gonna be getting raped too.
Right next to them.
Hey, this is a verse.
So right 10, the 10 and 1 says, as the judges, so it's the officer.
Who's in control right now?
The show, and what do they do? Right? These guys are pedophiles, drug abusers, so on and so forth. Well, hey, we're going to see that wickedness trickle down to the masses. You're going to see some red bug out here in these streets running shit. It's a sad night.
Verse 3 Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, I will call together all the kings of the earth to receive me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east of Lebanon, to turn themselves one against another, and repay themselves one against another, and I read that again. The things that they have done to them. All right, I'm gonna read that again from the top. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15 and verse 20, and it reads, Behold, saith Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, I would call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Lebanon, to turn themselves one against another and repay the things that they have done to them, like as they do yet this day unto my chosen, so will I do also to the so I will do also and recompense in their bosom. Thus saith Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right, so all the atrocities that have befallen the nation of Israel, hey, through these other nations, hey, they're going to receive this double fold, right? This is why Yahweh Bashim Yahushai says, hey, pay unto them double, right? Because the atrocities that they committed unto his people, unto his name, first and foremost, hey, to his planet and everything, all right? The devil that the Bible speaks of is Esau, Edom, the so-called white. All right, hey, and pursuant to the book of Psalms chapter 83, those who were confederate with him. All right, all these other nations, out of the 18 nations that were made on this planet, hey, 17 of these nations are after the nation of Israel. All right, the rest, okay, because hey, they got not the inheritance, they did not receive the birthright. All right. Verse 22. For righteous, verse 22. My right hand shall not spare the sinners, and my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth. Right. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai said, hey, he will give them a righteous recompense, and he will not spare them. Right, for the innocent blood that has been shed. The innocent blood of who? The nation of Israel. Right, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, right, and the speckled birds whose father's line goes back. All right, this is why Yahweh Bashim Yahushai states and says that. All right, because he chose a people to be his nation, to be a power. All right, unto the other nations. Okay, the other nations cannot give reverence to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. They have to give reverence, hey, to his nation. All right, and then as Yahushua is the mediator for the nation of Israel, so are we for the other nations after we come into our righteousness. All right? And we will deliver those things, the good works that they have done. All right? In judgment. All right? Ordained by Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right? Verse 23. The fire is going forth from the wrath and hath consumed the foundation of the earth, and the sinners like the straw that is kindled. Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandment, saith Yahweh. All right, so woe unto you who sin, hey, willingly. All right, hey, willingly going out there and sin. Those 2/3 of the nation of Israel who willingly turn away from the order of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right? That's it on that. That you never think about that culture. Because people, they pretty much come to that fraud. Oh. They Obadiah. All right. Isaiah 19 verse 19 says, in that day there shall be an altar to the Lord in the midst of the land of Egypt, and a pillar
at the border thereof to Yahweh. All right, and that altar is America. All right, or it's not going to be Egypt. I should say. All right, it's speaking about modern day America. Why? Because the wickedness. Revelation 11 linked Egypt and Sodom, all right, to America spiritually. And why is it America, Egypt, because of the bondage, captivity, all right? But hey, all of the wicked is that straw, you know, that offering, all right? Like it says in Amos 19, that how one of the sinners is not making it, all right? What's going to keep this fire going, all right? Read down. It says, and it shall be for a sign and for a witness unto Yahweh of hosts in the land of Egypt, for they shall cry unto the Lord Yahweh because of the oppressors, and he shall send them a Savior and a great one, and he shall deliver them.
Hey, Yahweh Shemi Shai. Hey, Yahweh sending us the great one. All right, that great one being Yahweh Shai to deliver his nation, to deliver his people, and the elect of his people right now. All right, the elect of Israel. This time period, Yahweh Shemi Shai, hey, delivered us out of Egypt as a whole nation. All right, and now he's delivering us. How we are those men. He's delivering 1/3 of the nation of Israel. All right. Men, women, and children, starting first and foremost with the 144,000 elected men. Okay? Hey, to bring back that remembrance is what's happening right now. To bring back that righteousness, because, hey, as the king also are the people.
And Yahweh shall be known to Egypt, and the Egyptians shall know the Lord in that day, and shall do sacrifice and oblation. Yea, they shall vow a vow unto the Lord Yahweh and perform it.
Hey, that I read that.
Verse 21 says, and Yahweh shall be known to Egypt, and the Egyptians shall know the Lord in that day. How are they going to know him? They're going to know him from the terror. All right, from the destruction.
First gonna know to cracking those clouds. All right, cracking that sky open. All right, hey, they already see it on the satellites and sonars and whatever radar space station, whatever they want to call it. I don't know the exact terminology for it. Hey, when they see those ships coming in, all right, hey, there's something in the firmament out there. All right, and those are the chariots of Yahweh Shai. All right, getting ready to destroy Babylon. All right, aka Sodom and Gomorrah, aka Egypt, aka Rome 2.0. And did it just say, hey, the Egyptian, hey, will know him? All right, hey, they're first gonna know his anger, his indignation. All right.
It says, and shall do sacrifice and oblation. They shall vow a vow unto Yahweh and perform it.
They should vow unto Yahweh Shai perform to make sure that it's good. All right. Oh, yeah. This is the book of Lamentations. It's going to be chapter 4 and verse 21, and it reads, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwell in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shall make thyself naked. All right? Yahweh Shemi Shai is going to pass this cup, pursuant to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30 and verse, I think it's 8. All right? Hey, where these curses that are on us shall be fall upon you. 7. Yeah, it is 7. Pull that out.
This is the book of Deuteronomy 30 and verse 7. It reads, and the Lord thy power, Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
So Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to put all these curses that pursuant to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28. Hey, and start at verse 15 on down. All right? Hey, all those curses that befall Israel, hey, are going to befall all these other nations. I'm going to continue on. This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 4 and verse 22. And it reads, the punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. We will no more carry thee away into captivity. We will visit the iniquity, O daughter of Eden. He will discover thy sins. Right? So Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to discover the sins of this of this atrocity. All right, this abomination, this the base man, all right, as well as these other nations, right, for doing what? For afflicting and continuing the affliction of Yahweh Shem Yahushua's people.
America, Babylon the Great, just came to life. All right? And we see through her works, she's worthy of death 10 times over.
Hey, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is about to lay this place of America, all right, waste, all right, aka Rome 2.0, aka Sodom and Gomorrah, aka Egypt, aka Babylon, all right. This place, America, is through. All right, the scriptures are speaking loud and clear. Brothers are teaching the 100% doctrine, starting with Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Rama, Apostle Rakan, right? The elders and the bishops under. All right, been out here teaching. Hey, the apostles been out here teaching 30 plus years, 20 plus years, 15, 10 years. All right, hey, the trumpet has been blown. All right, it continues to be blown until it cannot be blown anymore. Until Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua, hey, comes and redeems his people. All right, hey, y'all keep on. All right, y'all two turds out there keep on thinking this is a game, thinking this is thinking it's not gonna happen in my lifetime. It is. All right, hey. I would tell you to get ready, but you're not taking heed. All right, but those who are taking heed and have the ears to hear and the eyes to see, hey, repent. All right, repent and come back to your true power. The nation of Israel, the nation of Israel has a true power, which is Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. All right, all right. With that, hey, we're gonna give all honor and glory and praise unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, Hashem Rakakadash. Come honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone. For all the Akim out there teaching, preaching the truth. The next time we say Shalom, Allah, Allah,
Shalom, my friend. God bless you.